What if mountains aren't just enormous piles of rock and dirt? What if there's something else entirely? Ancient, cosmic creatures that learned the ultimate form of patience. How to sleep. I'm not talking about hibernation or even death. I mean a sleep so profound, so absolute, that entire planets formed on their backs. Think about it for a second. The peaks we struggle to climb? They're not summits. They're the ridges of a colossal spine, the mountain ranges that stretch across continents. Those are limbs, folded neatly for a long rest. And the deep, serene valleys we love so much? They were carved by a single exhale, one that lasted a few million years. Mountains don't grow like buildings, stacked brick by brick. They push upwards. They rise from the earth, defying gravity itself. It's almost like something underneath is having a slow, deliberate stretch after an unimaginably long nap. What about earthquakes? Maybe they're not random geological events. Perhaps they're just tiny muscle twitches, the planet adjusting to something shifting far, far below our comprehension. And volcanoes? They're not signs of the Earth's anger. They could be heartbeats, slow, rhythmic pulses releasing immense internal pressure so the massive body doesn't tear itself apart. Plate tectonics, the very foundation of our geology. That's not chaos. That's a creature figuring out how to stay asleep while entire continents slide across its back like a blanket. But here's where the idea gets truly unsettling. What if these creatures are only asleep because the universe is quiet right now? What if the ancient threat they were built to face simply hasn't returned yet? Civilizations rise, flourish, and then erode into dust. Empires crumble, ice ages come and go, entire species go extinct, but the mountains remain, watching, waiting. They've outlasted it all, not because they're unthinkably strong, but because they are infinitely patient. And maybe, just maybe one day, when the stars in the sky begin to shift, when gravity itself starts to feel strange and the whole planet just feels wrong, they won't collapse, they won't crumble, they'll stand up, not violently, not suddenly, just a slow, deliberate movement. Just enough for us to finally realize that we were never living on a planet. We were living on something that simply chose not to move. At least, not yet. And if that's the truth, then the most stable things in our world aren't foundations holding us up. They're restraints, holding something down. The real question isn't if the mountains will one day wake up. It is whether we'll still be around when they decide they've finally slept long enough. Thanks for watching.